going to continue this part to say something about what's the true meaning of 天地之间人生最贵. This is the truth. But the truth is so profound that most people don't understand why between heaven and earth the human body and the human life is valued to be most precious even by gods. Gods even envy human beings today living on the earth with a human body. This is the truth. Even gods envy us to be able to live on the earth with a human body and have a human life and can suffer terribly. Gods envy it. This is the spiritual truth. Most human beings didn't get it, but I want to teach it. I want to teach every human being on the earth, if those they still don't understand how important, how magnificent, how extremely rewarding and precious is the suffering part of human life. People don't understand that when you are living in the human world and being so good and you still being abused, attacked, humiliated, robbed, raped, in every different way, persecuted horribly, there is a deep spiritual reason. If someone live in the human world throughout their life, always cushy, comfort, food, money, power, sex, everything they wanted, that person, sadly, is destined to be destroyed. The purpose of being a human is definitely not come here to enjoy your life. This is not the plan. The plan, the very fundamental cause of the creation of the entire human world is to purify the spirit. Human being must understand that this is a human body, but that is only our clothes. This human body clothes is made of molecule, but our true life is our spirit. Our spirit was not born by our parents. Our spirit was given, was created by our Creator. And our Creator created this whole human world for one purpose, is to help our spirit to be purified. In the human realm, wearing human clothes, this human body is meant for human being living a human life to go through sufferings after sufferings after sufferings, one life after another, to be able to clean up the garbage that is making our spirit heavy. And those dirt must be burned off for our spirit to be able to ascend to our true home. The very purpose of being a human is not to come here to live a human life, to have a happy human life, to be happy and following morality to be happy. Practicing morality is not to be happy. Practicing morality is to uphold the script given to us by the divine, for us to live through the human world and to face sufferings with joy. To understand this is the only way for us to ultimately survive, not the body, but the mind, the spirit. The ultimate survival is not this body, it is the spirit. And the spirit must wear the human body to go through sufferings after sufferings sufferings to generate a matter called virtue. The very purpose of human life is to accumulate a substance called virtue. Is to eliminate a substance called karma. One is white, one is black. When the black substance is too heavy, the spirit will be destroyed. The only way for the spirit to survive is to clean up the black substance and accumulate lots of white substance called De. And then that De is going to be transformed into energy. That energy is going to be delivering the spirit back to the original home. And that is the reason there is home up there is earth down here. And there is man in between. Heaven, earth, and man is all planned by our Creator for one purpose, for the job done spirit to be able to ascend back to the original home. So human sufferings is exactly why you are here. You're supposed to come here to understand that you are here to suffer. You are here to be burned off of all those dirt in your spirit. Then you, every time, being abused, attacked, suffering terribly, although you are good, you are rewarded. You don't understand that you're rewarded so much. Your eyes don't see, but in your body, you're accumulating something called virtue. Chunks of it. Chunks and chunks of virtue, because you continue to be good. You continue to do right things. And when people treat you bad, they are giving you a gift. Every person treats you bad are giving you a gift called virtue. So you keep on embracing your suffering and collecting your harvest of virtue. That virtue will be transformed into energy when you start to do one thing called cultivation practice. You will have our Creator come to you, if you follow our Creator, to help you to transform the energy, the matter called virtue, into the gong column, the energy. And the energy will shoot up. And one day your spirit can ride on to the column of the energy to return to your most splendid home. So the ultimate hope of human life, the whole purpose of creation of human body, and the entire script of human life between heaven and earth is basically so precious, and it delivers you right beyond all sufferings and deliver you to eternal joy and deliver you to your original home, that where you come from. But these days, that's the biggest problem, because atheism teaches people there is no life after human life journey. Everything is going to turn into dust. This is the biggest poison that's now killing people. Behind the motivation of suicide, basically, it's total, blindness. Thinking that suffering is not good. I have had enough of it. If life is all about suffering, let's end it. Ending earlier, ending late is all the same story, because there is ultimately only death waiting for us. If there is nothing that's going to be for me to be happy, healthy, full of joy, if there is no such ending, why I have to continue to suffer? The assurance, the ultimate promise that, my friend, wrong. You are so magnificent. Your home is so magnificent. And you are transiently here in the human world, only for going through the sufferings and accumulating merit called virtue, and use that to return, pave the path to your original home. That truth can make people understand the meaning of sufferings and turn the pain into joy. If your mind totally turns around and understands that it is exactly suffering that we want to go through as human beings, it's exactly through sufferings that we can be delivered into the eternal home, full of joy and eternal life. Who's going to be afraid of sufferings? However, if a person is blind, thinking that I don't want to have suffering anymore, I'm going to kill myself, do you know what's the consequence? The consequence is so horrible. People think, oh, if I die, I die. I turn to dust. I don't know anything anymore. I disappear. End of the story. No problem. Everybody's gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it first. Finish it. End of the game, right? Some people in their mind, they not only think that, they think about something else. Gee, human life is full of suffering, but I heard heaven is pretty happy. If I kill myself, I go to heaven. I'm going to go to heaven. I first kill myself, I go to heaven. Because I heard after death, you go to heaven. You know? So they think they will, after killing themselves, they will go to heaven. Wrong. Okay. A human life, from beginning to the end, is very carefully planned out by the divine. Which family you're going to be born into? What kind of trouble you're going to have? What kind of great things are going to happen to your life? Failure or success? Money, family, children, love, relationship, everything. It's already in your book. It's already planned by the divine. Very carefully planned by the divine. For what purpose? Help you to clean up your debts. And make sure you pay back your debts. You're also going to receive the favors that you have given to other people in your past life. So your life is going to have both favors and debts. And your life is laid out exactly for you to balance out all your past relationships. The universe is very fair. Don't complain. You have everything. This life is all because of your own choice. It's not the fault of your parents. It's not the fault of your friends. It's not the fault of your children. It's not the fault of anybody. You are the master director of your whole life script. You planned it because of your past life. Your life is a result of all your choices of your past lives. You're happy, you're sad, people attack you, or people give you favor, it's all because of your own doings. Whatever you do to others is what you're going to be done with by others. Now, if you have done wrong things to other people want to make you pay for it, you are suffering, you say, I don't want to suffer, I'm going to kill myself. Sorry. If you do kill yourself, all your debts is going to be still there. Not only that, but you committed the greatest sin because you violated the divine arrangement for you. You basically challenged the divine order. And therefore, you're definitely going to face the most miserable destiny. You're not going to go to heaven. All the miseries, all the sufferings that originally you're supposed to go through with a human body, you don't have a human body to go through anymore. You are not supposed to die now. So your entire life is already planned and have many years to live on. Now you lost your human body. You cannot live with a human body, which means you will not be able to eat food, which means you will not be able to drink water, which means you cannot do anything that be able to take care of your needs. But your needs are all still there. The sufferings are all there. So not only you need to go through all the sufferings originally in your book, but right now you lack the tool to go through the sufferings, to turn the sufferings into merit. And you violated the divine order, and you going to be punished big time. So usually when people commit suicide, they are in the most miserable life state. Hunger and thirst and all kinds of horrible sufferings they can experience, but they have no tool to handle it. And they're gonna continue to go through their original lifespan, but then they're gonna fail every test. So when the end of the time finished, they already went through all the miseries. Not only didn't escape all the sufferings, but they doubled, tripled, 10 times, 100 times more sufferings gonna add on to the soul. The soul is going to experience horrible pain for the rest of that lifespan. Let's say a person is 18 years old. Originally, the lifespan is supposed to be 70 years old. That 18 years old gonna have to go through the rest of the time without a body and continue to be hungry and thirsty and cannot handle business. Wait and wait in the region, in the universe that are for hunger ghosts. The person after death is gonna be a ghost. Nowhere to go. No new body is waiting for the person to take on, even not an animal body. Okay? So committing suicide is the most horrible thing a person can do to themselves. Suffering is something that you're supposed to face with brave heart. You're supposed to follow that script and live with morality and endure sufferings. And ultimately, when you finish that, then you will face a new script if you didn't cultivate. But if you are suffering, if you hear the good news that I want to deliver, then that person will be able to not only be relieved from all the horrible sufferings, but actually even elevate, which I will talk another time.